Hello, hello, and welcome to the Tantrum House Playthru Show. My name's Jonah.
I'm Sarah.
And tonight we are playing Scales of Fate, which is the new game on Kickstarter right now by IV Studios. So we've got it set up. We're going to walk through the 3-round game. It's a little bit of a quicker game. Probably the whole game will take us 30 minutes or just around 30 minutes. So we should kind of give you some heads up front, right? So the first thing you should know is that this game's currently on Kickstarter. I believe they've already passed and surpassed their goal, and they put out really gorgeous and beautiful games. If you haven't played anything from IV Studios, you should totally check that out. We've played lots of games, maybe all of them.
Must have been.
I think we played all of them from IV Studios, and this is going to be right in line. So this game is a strategic placement deduction game. The objective here is for us to figure out which 2 demigods the other person is controlling or influencing or wants to win at the end of the game, while using all of the demigods at our disposal to take different actions and increase or decrease their points. So Sarah's actually the first player. We'll let her kind of walk through her very first turn. I'll walk through my very first turn, and I bet you by the end of 5 or 6 minutes you'll have figured it out.
Okay. So on my turn, I can pick any one of the demigods, and I will place them on any of these raised platforms. Let's go with this gray. I will...
And then what I'm going to do is take notes here on my paper, because I'm trying to deduce after 3 rounds which demigod she is playing as. So I'm going to make a note that the first demigod she grabbed was the gray one.
You can see from above. I'm going to lay it down so you can see the characters here.
First round, first play. Okay, and you placed on the feather action, and so you get to grab the servant token of the matching color, and we'll explain how those are used in just a moment when we place them. You can also place that servant token on your turn, like on your next turn, so just in case you want to do that before other demis come out or anything like that. Okay, let's see what I should do. Let me confirm which 2 demigods I'm playing as here, and you know,
What's he making eye contact with?
let me grab the orange one, I guess, and I'll put the orange one here on the abyss token. I'll lay it down so you can see, and I will put teal into the abyss.
Okay.
Your turn. Oh, she needs to write. Orange and teal got some action. We also have 3 of these god tokens that we can use at any point during the 3 rounds. So they are one-time use, kind of break glass in case of emergency use. So you probably won't see them used in the first round, but during the second or third round you probably will see them used. The rounds are pretty quick. They're going to end when all the servant tokens have been used and all of the platforms, the spaces, the action spaces are taken. So legitimately, we've got 6 more turns in the round, and then the round is going to be over. So it happens pretty fast.
All right, I'm going to take green and place here. This space is going to move this, and I can move it up or move it down.
Give teal a point or take 2 points away from teal. But whatever you do, I'll be paying attention.
Okay. Let's take 2 points away from teal.
And teal. Okay. Let's put blue on this green space here, and that'll give me the green servant. the red servant. All right, so pink went out there for you. Let me make a little note. All right, so because all the action spaces are taken now, all we can do is play our servants. I've got 1, you've got 2. Because of how the turns are lined up, you'll probably go twice in a row unless I want to use one of the god tokens. I'm leaning toward no right now, but we'll see. So if I place the servant here, orange is going to lose 3 points. And blue is going to gain 2 points. If I place it here, blue will gain 2 and pink will gain 1. And if I place it here, orange will lose 2 and green will lose 1. I think I'm going to go here, and blue's going to get 2, 1, 2, and pink's going to get 1. Right there. You're up.
Okay.
So the servant tokens go on the outside of the board, and because I was playing the green servant token, and they all do have names, I'm forgetting the names. Because I placed the green servant token, it only influences the green tiles that are on the board, the green spaces, and any demigods that are touching those green spaces on the actions that they are. So because I placed that green demigod, or that green servant here, it's going to influence the blue demigod and the pink demigod.
Okay. So I have the white, which will influence the white, and then the red is only going to influence the space that it's touching, correct?
That's right.
Okay. So I need to plan accordingly here. Let's go ahead and place the red here.
Okay.
So orange is going to lose 2.
All right. I am not going to use one of the god tokens, so you can go again.
Okay. And then let's do this.
All right. So green's going to gain 1. Touching the white here. It's going to move to 8. And pink is going to gain 2 more. Oops. So pink will be on 10, green will be on 8 there. Know what you want?
Yep. Go with
Okay, that'll wrap up round 1. So here's what we do at the end of the round. We take a look at our age card, and this is saying we have to let each other know with a yes or no answer whether one of our 2 pre-chosen demigods are at 8, somewhere between 8 and 10 renown. So basically right now we're letting the other person know if we're the green, blue, or pink demigod. So Sarah, one of your demis between 8 and 10?
On 8 and on 10, or 8, 9, or 10?
I think it's 8, 9, or 10.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, one of, okay. It's going to be a no for me. Okay, so then that's the end of round 1. We are ready to move over to round 2. So one of the first things, oh, I'm sorry, did we do this also?
No.
Oh, we did not. That happens at the end of the round. We need to do the abyss. So teal went backward. Okay, so then what we do is we reset the demis, put them over here on the side of the board. We'll reset the abyss marker back to the middle. We will take the servant tiles and put them back on the edge of the board. We'll take the action tiles off the board, and then we'll swap out our age 1 card for an age 2 card. What this red tile, this special one, is discarded because we've got a whole stack of them here. So we'll pull a new one, and it's actually going to go in this spot here, according to our new map. And then we'll just place our action tiles back out. So, oops, here. And, oh, I swapped them, didn't I? And this one goes here, and one more red for this round, which goes here. Okay, first player marker does pass to me, and then we are ready for round 2. So at the end of this round, it's important You're going to have to let the other person know if any of your demis are at the 7 still.
Okay.
Okay. But here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take yellow, and I'm going to grab one of the red Hadria's. I remember the name. Hadria's servants.
Okay.
Your turn.
Let's place this here and green.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to take orange and grab the other Hadria's
Okay.
servant. Who'd you place red? I need to pay attention to that.
Okay. Let's place purple here. And somebody needs to go to the abyss. Let's put gray.
Gray in the abyss. Which abyss? We don't know what it's doing just yet. All right, my turn, huh? Bum bum bum. That'll determine what the abyss does. You know what? Let's have some fun here. Let's take green and here and take the white action.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's place teal here, and that moves this.
Giving great points. Let's see what you did last time.
Yeah, I'll get 2 points.
All right. Okay, let us, you know what? Let's give orange and red 2 points apiece. Put orange back on 7, put red up to 9. Yeah, let's do that. See what that brings us.
Okay. I got 1 turn left. Let's.
Can have more than 1 turn. You want to use one of the god tiles.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, remind me. Switch is switch 2 places. Smite is
Send someone to the abyss.
The abyss.
Steal is take one of these.
Deal. Ooh.
heating up.
It is. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. Everything is not quite where I want it to be.
Yeah, I feel like that's most of the game. Everything not quite where you want it to be.
Let's do this.
What's happening here? Yellow's
Purple.
gonna lose 1.
Mm-hmm.
Purple's gonna get 5. Whoa. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I gotta write that down. Five is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Purple plus 5. All right, my turn here. Let's do this. Let's back white. Let's back green up 1. Let's back red up 1. Let's back teal up 1.
Okay.
Your turn, if you'd like it.
I could. When does this happen?
It's gonna happen at the end of the round.
So after we've already done everything else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's.
It's when we're gonna look into the abyss.
Okay. If I steal yours, it's only going on the outside edge,
Mm-hmm.
which means if you've placed a god in the center, they may or may not, they won't be affected by the red.
Nope. This one
So-
was, but I think I took the only spot to get, because you could have gone here where the white
Yep.
servant is and affected green, but I think the spots are taken now.
Yep.
I was thinking that also, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have put the white there, so I could have affected
Yeah.
2, but
Yep.
it's okay. I could
Okay.
have obviously put the white here and done the same thing. I wasn't thinking.
I won't do anything.
Won't do anything. All right, I think this is a throwaway for me. Teal could go to 5. Purple could go
Throw away. Write it down, Sarah. He's definitely tricking you.
a lot. Purple could go a lot. Yellow could back up 1. Orange could get ahead. Let's move teal a little closer to the group. All right, into round 2. Sarah, are any of your demis at 7 renown right now?
Yes. Are any of yours at 7?
Nope. Okay, we also need to slide this guy. We need to take these off. We need to set these back up over there. Reset. We are going to take the action markers off. We are going to put the H2 card there, flip H3, and believe it or not, Sarah, this is our final round of the game here. This one's going to slide here, and this one's going to go right there. And then we're going to put this here. We are going to put the white feathers here. We're going to put the green here. We're going to put the another abyss marker. 2 abyss markers this time. And the 2 red ones are down here. And third round, last round.
Okay.
You're up first, and we are going to tell the other person if our demis are in the abyss.
Okay.
So, at the end of this round, we are going to score the end of the game. And at the end of the game, you're going to earn points for your 2 demigods that were pre-selected at the beginning of the game, how far apart they are from each other, or if they're on the same space, you're going to earn that number of points. Then you'll also be able to guess the other two demigods that you think the other player is playing. If you get them both correct, you're going to earn 3 points. If you don't get any correct, you're going to lose 1 point. And if you're right on one of them but wrong on the other, it's just neutral. If you have any of these god tokens that you've used in front of you, you'll also lose a point for those. And that's the end of the game. So typical, like best score you could get, I guess, is probably 17. Get both of your demis to the 14 space and guess the other two persons' demigods. So you get 14 points because you're both in the same space, plus 3. And obviously you could have a way worse score than that. But I think the probably typical score is like the 5 to 7 range. That seems pretty normal for this game. So last round, here we go.
Okay.
We've also got a big scoring discrepancy spaces here.
Okay.
Which means people are probably getting like 1 point right now. Like people are getting 1-2 points. Yeah. So this is key. Let's see who starts to create a little bit of a gap. That's what I want to see.
Okay. Let's place. Let's place pink here, and then we'll take the white.
Pink all the way up there at 10. Took the white. The white's connected to a lot of points over here. You know what I'm going to do? I want to cement a few things here. So I'm going to put... What do you not think I am? Let's get something easy. I'm going to put ball on this and send green to the abyss.
Okay.
See if that comes in handy later.
All right. Let's go with let's do orange.
It's your first time you've grabbed orange.
It is. I looked at your sheet. Like, what have I not played yet? This one sends to the abyss? Okay. Let's do that. And let's send red.
To the abyss. Okay, okay. Let's take teal. Put teal next to weights and take green.
Okay.
Your turn.
All right.
Ooh, already.
Yep.
Give pink 2 points and purple 2 points.
No, it's the white column.
Yeah, and they're both touching white.
That's negative.
Oh, it's negative. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
2.
Back them up.
1, 2.
Yep.
1.
Woo. Okay, what happened there? What was she trying to do? But I feel like everything's so close. I mean, the most someone's getting right now is 5, right? Purple to teal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is under 5. But I don't need you to get 5 and I'm getting 1. Can't have that. That's too much of a swing. Okay, okay. I see what you did there.
And it's not like you can change
Take
who your character is, right?
Nope.
Yeah, our character
So
is.
Sarah could definitely say like, oh yeah, I definitely think Jonah is teal.
Yeah. We're gonna guess for sure at the end of the game who we think everyone is, but I feel like I know at least one of them.
You probably do.
I'm feeling pretty confident. I think I'm gonna put. This might be going too early is the problem. I think I'm going here, and I'm gonna give them points.
Okay. Interesting.
I got a plan up my sleeve. I think. We'll see. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna try it though.
Okay. So we have yellow and gray that have not been placed.
Mm-hmm.
So, interesting. Let's place yellow here.
Okay. I feel like I really want the other token, so gray's going there so I can have the other token.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right, my last turn if I don't use any of these. Okay. Let's there's one piece that I wish was in a different spot. Let's do this.
What's happening? Gray is losing a point. I gotta write that down. Okay, okay. Gray can lose another with yellow. If I do that. If I go up top, I can get pink and teal to gain points. And gray to lose a point. Where's pink and teal gain, gray to lose 1. Let's do that. Pink will gain 2, teal will gain 2, and gray will lose another.
Okay.
Your turn. I believe I can double check the rules if you'd like me to, but I'm not sure that you're going to be allowed to skip let me play and come back for a god power. I can double check to make sure. I don't want to mess you up. It's coming down to the wire here.
Huh. So one of the reasons I'm hesitating to use one of these extra actions is because you lose a point, and this is a very tight game possibly.
So it specifically says that it's possible that one person will perform multiple actions in a row, but the other player still has the opportunity to use a god power between those actions if they're available. So I don't think that means you can skip and come back.
Okay.
Yep. So it is your turn if you want the god power. If not, I'm using the last Hadria servant
Okay.
to do something.
Okay. Let's. Who do I think you are? I've got it narrowed down to a couple. If I'm correct, I have to have both correct for 3 points.
Uh-huh.
If I don't have any correct, it is -1 point.
Uh-huh.
So, let's. I have a feeling I'm gonna do the smite action.
Ooh.
Well, we can almost read your notes.
Okay.
Can
We're
almost
gonna
read my notes.
smite. So you're gonna send one demigod to the abyss.
Who do I think you might be?
Make some room.
Make some room over there. Let's see.
Send one demigod to the abyss. Who's she gonna send? Won't, won't, won't. You also stayed in the game because I'm gonna go and then you have an option to keep going.
That is true. Okay. Well,
This is it, folks. I've tried to be sneaky.
have you?
Not really. I was doing my best, but I didn't feel that sneaky. But at the same time, it's hard enough. So
It is
it's
hard.
like,
Oh, man. Let's move blue.
blue is in the abyss.
I'm
Gonna get some
see
points
if
here in a second.
You are blue. Because I will find out if these.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Demi's in the abyss. We're gonna know. Okay, I'm gonna use this Hadria servant, but now what do I want to do? I can send teal and pink up 2 points. I can just send teal back a point. I can send gray back a point. I can send yellow and gray back a point. I can give orange 2 points, or purple a point. Let's keep it interesting. Oh, also, this spot is not available. If we had more demis that were still out, you're supposed to flip it over. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna give orange 2 points. On 8. Your turn.
Okay, so my only option is if I steal, there's nothing to steal.
Nothing to steal.
And switch.
There's just swap the locations of 2. Put this up here. Swap the locations of 2 demis. Let's not forget the
Negative point there.
negative point at the end of the
Okay.
round. You can end it now.
We'll end it there.
We'll end it there. Okay. So we need to do the abyss points actually here. So they're all getting 2, right? So blue's going to 11, red's going to 10, and green's going to 9. And then we need to answer the question. Sarah, are any of your demigods in the abyss?
Yes.
Yeah. I also have demigods in the abyss. And then, with that being, let me do the order here because we're ready to go. I don't want to give it away too soon. This is it. This is it, folks.
Put it in the comments. Who do you think it's who?
All right. Which demigods do I think Sarah is? Sarah, which demigods do you think I am? Here we go.
Just a minute.
Both players reveal their choices first, then we do the scoring.
Okay.
You're supposed to mark the boxes at the bottom here. So
All right.
I think that one of your demigods is that color. And I think that one of your demigods is this color. And I'm hoping I go for 3 points. That would be amazing. You let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
I'll guess first if you like.
Okay, go ahead.
Sarah, are your demigods green, and purple.
No.
Did I get one of them?
No.
I didn't get one of
You
them?
didn't get one of them.
Oh my goodness.
That's great.
Minus 1
I thought
point.
for sure you had an option of a couple of different things.
I don't know how I didn't get one of them. I don't
I-
understand.
Tricky.
They were blue and gray?
No.
Okay,
One
you
of
guess.
the,
Go
one
ahead.
of one of those was correct.
One of the blue.
Yes,
Okay,
blue
yeah.
was correct.
Okay. Stink. Okay, I'm losing a point off that.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with red and yellow.
You were correct on one.
Okay, I'll
You were
take it.
correct on one. So no lost points, no gain
Okay,
points.
was it red?
Red.
Okay, I knew red for sure.
So
but
my
I
two
didn't-
demigods
I-
were red and purple, which
Okay.
finished on the same spot. So I'm gonna get 10 points
I
because
had
they
purple
finished on
as
the
a
same
choice, but I was
spot.
like,
minus 1 point because I did not guess yours, either of them correctly. So I'm finishing the game with 9.
oh boy.
Who are you
I
officially?
was blue and orange.
Blue and orange. Not bad. So 3 points.
Minus
Minus
one.
1.
Yeah.
2 points.
You moved up orange at the end. I was like, no, because
Mm-hmm.
it was way back here. I knew you weren't I was down to. I knew it was red and then teal, but you moved teal up. So if you were red and teal, you wouldn't want to move
Mm-hmm.
it. And then, the other one that I wasn't sure of was.
I thought that maybe my abyss move would give it away because I was moving red and green at the time up 2, which would put red and green, which should put red on the space with purple. And I was like, that's my play here for 10 points. That
Yep.
sort of thing. And then I was like, depending on where, that's why I took the red tile, because like depending on where you go, I might have to manipulate them to make sure they end on the same tile. So that was my play. But for all those who were watching at home, that was Scales of Fate. So as described, right, a 2-player strategic placement deduction game where you're 1 trying to influence the demigods so you can score the most points, and 2 trying to deduce which 2 demigods your opponent is playing or influencing during the game. So that game takes, how long did it take us? 35
35
minutes,
minutes,
something
yeah.
like that. And like we mentioned at the start of the video, this game is currently on Kickstarter. So if you have liked or backed any of IV Studios games in the past, you're going to love this one. The board and the components are gorgeous, of course. Inset boards and chunky components. It's really cool. But that was Scales of Fate.
Yeah.
So, what you should do is you should make sure you follow our channel, subscribe to it, of course, hit the notification bell. We generally play a game live on YouTube, just like this, and Facebook, every single Thursday. So next Thursday, you can find us playing Parks, the new Parks game from Keymaster, the 2nd edition. And like I mentioned, if you like the game, you should go check out their Kickstarter and back that. But until next time, see ya.
See you next one.